ኦኬ ወደ ተማሪዎች እንኳን ወደ አሊ ሳይንስ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል በሰላም መጣችሁ። ዛሬም የ2018 እንደ ኢትዮጵያን ካላንደር ወይ ደግሞ የ2026 እንደ ግሪጎሪያን ካላንደር ባዮሎጂ ኢንትራንስ ኤግዛም ሶስተኛ ዙር ላይ ሲሰጥ የነበረው ኢትዮጵያን ዩኒቨርሲቲ ኢንትራንስ ኤግዛም ከተሰጡት 100 ጥያቄዎች ከ1 እስከ 20 ያሉትን ከነማልሳቸውና ከነማብራሪያ ጭምር ቱቶሪያል ፓርት 1 በአማርኛ ይዤ ቀርባለሁ። So our tutorial is on 2018 or 2026 as Gregorian calendar biology entrance exam from 100 multiple choice question 1 up to 20 with answer and also with explanations tutorial part 1 in Amharic. So don't forget ይህንን ቪዲዮ የምታዩበት ጊዜ ይህንን ቪዲዮ ላይክ ማድረግ እንደዛውም አሊ ሳይንስ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ አሊ ሳይንስ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ቤተሰብ መሆኑን እንዳትረሱ። ምክንያቱም ይህንን ቪዲዮ ላይክ ካደረጋችሁና እንደዛውም አሊ ሳይንስ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ አሊ ሳይንስ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ቤተሰብ ከሆናችሁ እኔ የሚለቁትን ነገር ቶሎ እናንተ ጋር ስለሚደርስ ስለዚህ ይህንን ቪዲዮ ላይክ ማድረግና እንደዛውም አሊ ሳይንስ ዩቲዩብ ቻናል ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጉ እንዳትረሱ። So let us start our tutorial on 2018 or 2026 biology entrance exam that given for third round Ethiopian University entrance exam question 1 up to 20 with answer and also with explanation tutorial part 1 in Amharic. So let us start. Educational assessment and examination service Ethiopian secondary school leaving certificate examination biology Hamle 2018 as Ethiopian calendar or July 2026 as Gregorian calendar. Number of items is 100 question. Time allowed to ሁለት ሰዓት ተኩል ነው የተሰጠው ሰዓት። ሰብጀክት ኮዱ 06 ነው። ቡክሌት ኮዱ 661 ነው። choose the best answer for the question from the given alternative ከተሰጡት ምርጫ ውስጥ ትክክለኛ የሆነ ምርጫን በመምረጥ ለጥያቄው መልስ መልሱ ይላል። ሶሌታሲ 1 by 1. Question number 1. Which ions should enter the presynaptic and postsynaptic nerve cells in order for a nerve impulse to cross synaptic cleft respectively? የትኛው አዮን ፕሪሳይናፕቲክ እና ፖስት ነርቭ ሴል ኢንተር የሚያደርገው የሚገባው ኢምፐልሱን ሳይናፕቲክ ክሌፍት ለማሻገር አዮኖች ፕሪሳይናፕቲክ እና ፖስት በቅደም ተከተል ኢንተር የሚያደርጉ የትኛው አዮኖች ናቸው ይላል። ኤ ካልሲየም እንደ ሶዲየም አዮንስ፣ ቢ ሶዲየም እንደ ፖታሲየም አዮንስ፣ ሲ ሶዲየም እንደ ካልሲየም አዮንስ፣ ዲ ካልሲየም እንደ ፖታሲየም አዮንስ. So the answer should be A, calcium and sodium ions. Means that at the presynaptic neuron, calcium ions enters to trigger neurotransmitters release, and at the postsynaptic neurons, sodium ions enter to start depolarization. And also looking correct choice option B, sodium enters postsynaptic, not presynaptic. Option C, calcium does not enter postsynaptic. Option D, potassium is involved in repolarization, not in synaptic transmission. So the answer should be A. So we can look on biology, grade 12. During synaptic transmission, the nerve in the process of impulse in presynaptic neuron signals the postsynaptic cell is called synaptic transmission. As a result, synaptic transmission, the presynaptic neuron is stimulated or inhibited post cells. So synaptic transmission is one way carried out by the neurotransmitter. So an impulse travels along axon presynaptic to the axon terminal. So when an impulse reaches the synaptic nerve, voltage sensitive calcium channel open and the calcium diffuse inward from the extracellular fluid. This increase calcium concentration inside the cell series of events that is fuse synaptic vessels and cell membrane, where it releases neurotransmitter by exocytosis. So when at synaptic transmission is one way that carried out by neurotransmitters. That means that during at synaptic transmissions, the calcium enters and sodium again. Also, both are participated in to cross synaptic cleft. So the answer should be A. So we can look how when action potential reaches action terminal, then voltage get calcium ion channel open, then calcium get channel open. When it open, it calcium enters into the channel or to the when at third calcium enters the axon terminal, then neurotransmitter released and diffused into the synaptic cleft. Then neurotransmitters bind to postsynaptic receptors. Then lastly, neurotransmitters are removed from synaptic cleft. So the answer should be A. Question number 2. While cooking a pancake, a girl accidentally touches the hot part of the plate and immediately withdraw her hand. Which one of the following impulse pathway show correct sequence of event during response to this stimulus? And ልጅ ወጥ የፓንኬክ ወጥ እየሰራች ድንገት ስቶፉን ወይ ደግሞ ሆት የሆነ ፓርት ፕሌቱን ስትነካ ኢሚዲየትሊ እጇን ታነሳለች። ስለዚህ ከዚህ ከመካከሉት ውጭ የዚህ ነርቭ የኢምፐልስ ፓዝዌይ በትክክል ሲኩዌንሱን ኢቨንቱን ሬስፖንስ ቱ ስቲሙላሽን የሚያሳይ የትኛው ነው ላል? ኤ ሪሴፕተር ሞቶር ኒውሮን ሴንሰሪ ኒውሮን ብሬን ኢፌክተር፣ ቢ ሪሴፕተር ኢንተር ኒውሮን ስፓይናል ኮርድ ሞቶር ኒውሮን ኢፌክተር፣ ሲ ሪሴፕተር ኢንተር ኒውሮን ብሬን motor neuron effector, D receptor sensory neuron spinal cord motor neuron effector. So the answer should be D receptor sensory neuron spinal cord motor neuron and effector. Means that it is an action in reflex action like withdrawing from heat follow the spinal reflex arc, not the brain. So the correct pathway is receptor sensory neuron spinal cord motor neuron and effector. And also looking correct choice, option A motor neuron can be for sensory neuron, option B interneuron is inside spinal cord but sensory neuron must become first, option C reflex do not go to the brain first. So the answer should be D. So we can look on biology grade 12. It's the pathway of nerve impulse in reflex action. The first one is stimulus, then stimulus is detected by receptor, then when receptor detects the change it generates impulse, then it passes through sensory neurons which transmit impulse from receptor to central nervous system or to the spinal cord, then spinal cord give response or central nervous system contains a more synapse, it give response, then motor to the motor neurons that transmit impulse from central nervous system to the effector, then effector give the performance what is needed or the action, then response is given. So the answer should be D. For example, when someone touches hot object, it is immediately withdraw his hand from the hot object because this is a reflex action. So the answer should be D. Question number 3. Which of the following is the main function of hypodermis? 8 ከመካተሉት ውስጥ ዋናው የሃይፖደርሚስ ስራ የሆነው የትኛው ነው ላል? A it protects enteropathogenic microorganisms, B it serves as an insulation and energy storage, C it produces skin pigment known as melanin, D it provides waterproof barrier and produce keratin. So the answer should be B it serves as insulation and energy storage. Means that the hypodermis or subcutaneous layer contains fat tissue that provides insulation, shock absorption and energy storage. And also looking correct choice, option A protection from pathogen is mainly the function of epidermis, option C melanin is produced by melanocyte in epidermis, waterproofing and keratin production occurs in epidermis, not the hypodermis. So the answer should be B. So for this we can look on biology grade 12. Skin has 3 main layers: epidermis, dermis and hypodermis. Epidermis is the outer layer skin that provide waterproof and create our skin tones. Dermis is the beneath epidermis, contains tough connective tissue, hair follicles, and a sweat gland. And the deeper subcutaneous tissue is hypodermis, which is made up of fat and connective tissue. So the lower layer, the hypodermis, contain fatty tissue, which is both energy store and acts as insulation layer and protecting against heat loss. So the answer should be B. And also read about epidermis and dermis. So the answer should be B. So read about dermis, and also it is very important, and also the thickness of the skin. There are two types of thickness of skin, that is thin skin coverage and the thick skin cover. So, and also read about this. Question number 4. Which of the following eye structure and its function is correctly made? ከሚከተሉት የአይን ስትራክቸር ከስራው ጋር በትክክል የተዛመደው የትኛው ስትራክቸር ነው ይላል። A. Pupil controls the iris muscles to adjust light into the eyes. B. Iris controls the diameter of lens by attaching to its opposite index. C. Sclera physically support the internal structure of the eyes. D. Cornea provide nourishment to the inner part of the eyes. So the answer should be C. Sclera physically support the internal structure of the eyes. Means that sclera is a tough, white outer layer of the eye that protects and supports internal structure. And also looking correct choice, option A. The pupil is opening. The iris controls light entry. Option B. The iris controls pupil size, not lens diameter. Option D. The cornea is vascular. It have no vascular. It does not provide nourishment. So the answer should be C. So we can look on biology grade 12, page 283. Sclera is a white visible portion. It is densely protective and white covering that physically supports internal structure of the eye. And also read the function of iris, pupil, and the cornea. So the answer should be C. So and also look the eyes, the anatomy of human eye. It is very important. የት እንደሚገኙ እያንዳንዱ አይ ስትራክቸር ለይታችሁ ማወቅ አለባችሁ። ስለዚህም አንብቡ። So the answer should be C. Question number 5. If you are spinning in a chair and instantly stop, you feel a sensation of imbalance. What does this explain? አንድ ሰው በወንበር ከተሽከርከረ በኋላ ኢንስታንትሊ ካቆመ ግን ባላንሱን መጠበቅ አይችልም። ኢቭን ወንበሩን ስፓን ካደረገ በኋላ ባላንሱን ካቆመ በኋላ ስፓን ካደረገ በኋላ ያቆማል። ካቆመ በኋላ ደግሞ ግን ሴንሴሽን ኦፍ ኢምባላንስ ይሰማዋል ማለት ነው። ይሄ ምክንያቱ ምንድነው ይላል። ይሄ ምን ይገልጻል ይላል። A. Fluid in the ampulle continues to move but sensory hairs signaling stop. B. Fluid in the semicircular canals stop moving but sensory hairs continue signaling. C. Fluid in the semicircular canals continue to moving and sensory hairs also bend for signaling. Option D. Fluid in the scalus and the utriculus move irregularly leading to false motion. So the answer should be C. Fluid in the semicircular canals continue to moving and the sensory hairs also bend for signaling. Means that when you stop spinning, the endolymph fluid in the semicircular canals keep moving, bending the hair cells and create false sense of motions. So that is which is causing imbalance. And also looking correct choice, option A. Sensory hairs do not stop signaling while fluid moves. Option B. Fluid does not stop instantly. Option D. Scalus and utriculus detect linear motion, not spinning. So the answer should be C. So we can look on biology grade 12. Semicircular canals in semicircular canals, fast spanning of the body followed by instant interruption causes dizziness. This because of fluid in the semicircular canals keeps on moving after spanning has stopped. So the answer should be C. So and also read about sense of balance and the movement. This is also very important thing. And also read about this very important thing. So the answer should be C. Question number 6. Which of the following is necessarily correct about trophic level in an ecosystem? ከሚከተሉት ውስጥ ስለ trophic level ecosystem ውስጥ ትክክለኛ የሆነው የትኛው ነው ላል? A. Omnivores do not eat each other and trophic level does not work. B. Carnivores in the third trophic level do not eat each other. C. Cattle are herbivores positioned in second trophic level. D. Herbivores are in highest trophic level in the ecosystem. So the answer should be C. Cattle are herbivores positioned in second trophic level. Means that herbivores like cattle feed on producers or grass or plant. Therefore, they occupy second trophic level. And also looking correct choice option A. Omnivores can eat each other. Trophic level still work. Option B. Carnivores can eat each other. Trophic level still work. Option D. Herbivores are not the highest trophic level. The top are carnivores. So the answer should be C. So we can look animals that eat meat, they are carnivores. That eat plant or grass, they are herbivore. And omnivores that eat plant and animals. So in feeding level, the order of consuming and eating one each other, herbivores are the first feeding level. Consuming plant, they are known as primary consumers and found on second trophic level. Carnivores eat herbivores and stand at second feeding level or the above. For example, when you look, grass is found on first trophic level, a herbivore is found on second trophic level. They are primary consumers. So the answer should be C. Question number 7. Which of the following is correct? Order of energy flow in ecosystem. ከሚከተሉት ውስጥ ኤነርጂ ኢኮሲስተም ውስጥ ፍለው የሚያደርገው ስለሱ ኦርደር ትክክለኛ የሆነው የትኛው ነው ላል? A. Sun, grass, sheep, decomposers. B. Sun, decomposer, grass, sheep. C. Producer, herbivore, carnivore, sun. D. Producer, sun, carnivore, herbivore. So the answer should be A. Sun, grass, sheep, decomposers. Means that energy in the ecosystem flow from sun, then to producer, then consumers, then to decomposers. So grass is the producer, sheep is herbivores, and decomposers is the that what decompose after sheep or grass is died. So it is correct direction. And also looking correct choice option B. Decomposers never come before producers. Option C. Energy does not flow back to the sun. Option D. Producers do not receive energy from the carnivores. So the answer should be A. So we can look the energy flow from the sun, then to the producers, then to the herbivores that eat grass, then to the decomposers. So the answer should be A. Question number 8. In an ecosystem, organisms A is eaten by organisms B, organisms B is eaten by organisms C, organism C is eaten by organisms D. Based on this hypothetical food chain, which of the following is correct about organisms B? It is A or an. አንድ ኢኮሲስተም ውስጥ ኦርጋኒዝም ኤ በኦርጋኒዝም ቢ ከተበላ፣ ኦርጋኒዝም ቢ ደግሞ በሲ ከተበላ፣ ኦርጋኒዝም ሲ ደግሞ በኦርጋኒዝም ዲ ከተበላ ይሄኛው ሃይፖቴቲካል ፉድ ቼን ላይ ቆመን ስናይ ስለ ኦርጋኒዝምስ ቢ ትክክለኛ የሆነው የትኛው ነው ላል? ኤ ኦምኒቮርስ፣ ቢ ሄርቢቮርስ፣ ሲ ፕሮዲውሰርስ፣ ዲ ካርኒቮርስ። So the answer should be B herbivores. Means that organisms A eaten by B, B eaten by C, C eaten by D. So if B is it is A, C is eating B, and then A must be producers, making B herbivores. And also looking correct choice option A, omnivores eat both plant and animals, not indicated here. Option C, producers make their own food, so B is eaten by eating A, not made their own food. Option D, carnivores eat animals, but B is eating producers, so the answer should be B. So we can look on biology. Grade 10, when P eaten by H, H is eaten by C1, C is eaten by C2, means that producers eaten by herbivores, so B is found on this H or herbivores, then herbivore eaten by carnivores 1, then carnivores 1 is eaten by carnivores 2. So ይህንን ስናይ ከዚሁ ላይ የምናይ ከሆነ generally organism B ሊሆን የሚችለው herbivore ነው ማለት ነው so the answer should be B so እንደዛውም ስለ food chain እና food web more አንብቡ በጣም ይጠቅማችኋል እዛው biology grade 10 ላይ ማለት ነው page 153 አካባቢ ላይ በደንብ አንብቡ በጣም ይጠቅማችኋል question number 9 global warming is mainly related to which of the following cycle global warming ከሚከተሉት ሳይክሎች ውስጥ ከምን ጋራ ሪሌትድ ይሆናል አብዛኛው የሚገናኘው ከምን የትኛው ሳይክል ጋር ነው ይላል A water cycle B phosphorus cycle C nitrogen cycle D carbon cycle so the answer should be D carbon cycle means that global warming is mainly linked to carbon cycle because excess carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas trap heat in the atmosphere and also looking correct choice option A water cycle is not the main driver of global warming option B phosphorus cycle does not involve in atmospheric gases option option C nitrogen cycle contribute minimally compared to carbon emission so the answer should be D so when you look on biology grade 10 carbon cycle related to global warming because it is the atmospheric gas or greenhouse gas that acts like heat trapping blanket absorbing heat and holding in it and causing global warming so the answer should be D number 10 which one of the following processes are involved in water cycle ከሚከተሉት ሂደቶች ውስጥ water cycle ውስጥ involved የሚሆኑ የትኛው ፕሮሰሶች ናቸው ይላል A evaporation transpiration condensation precipitation and runoff B transpiration compaction percolation precipitation and feeding C transpiration oxidation condensation sedimentation and weathering D evaporation compaction assimilation sedimentation and leaching so the answer should be A evaporation transpiration condensation precipitation and runoff water are the 5 core of process in water cycle means that evaporation means water water moves vaporized from water bodies transpiration means plants release vapor water condensation means cloud formation in the sky precipitation means rain runoff means water flow back to the water bodies or the land and also looking correct choice option B compaction and the feeding are not part of water cycle option C oxidation sedimentation weathering are global geological process option D compaction assimilation leaching are not water cycle process so the answer should be A so when you look on biology grade 10 page 161 the water cycle when water evaporate can also plant can be transpiration and release water vapor and also water evaporated from water bodies and also from different part of the earth and then the water vapor transported in and making cloud formation and then precipitation after precipitation it is run off to the water bodies and also there is also percolations so the answer should be A question number 11 it is hoped that student gained knowledge and a skill after learning how to demonstrate weather transport in plant using simple experiment through which the following knowledge and a skill to be applied in real life አንድ ተማሪው ስለ water transport in plants እውቀቱን ካገኘና በስኪሉ የተማረውን ዲሞንስትሬት ማድረግ በሲምፕል ኤክስፐሪመንት ዲሞንስትሬት ማሳየት ከፈለገ ከሚከተሉት ውስጥ የትኛው ናውሎጂን ተጠቅሞ ስኪልን አፕላይድ የሚያደርገው ሪል ላይፍ ላይ የሚያሳየው የትኛው ነው ላል A cutting stem diagonally to increase the surface area for water flow B removing broader leaves of a plant to increase transpiration rate C regularly watering household plant during high humidity way D putting garden plants under shade to reduce transpiration so the answer should be A cutting stems diagonally to increase surface area for water flow that is show knowledge and skill can be applied to real life means that cutting the stem diagonally increase the surface area for water uptake and improving xylem water transport a direct real life application of the experiment and also looking correct choice option B removing broad leaves reduce transpiration, not increase it. Option C, high humidity reduce transpiration, water more is unnecessary. Option D, putting plant in shade reduce transpiration but does not apply learning skill. So the answer should be A. So we can look on biology grade 10 activity colored clear experiment. That have you ever wondered how to water rise up in the stem toward the leaf? To answer this question, all you should do is repeat classical Dade Cleary experiment that show water rise up in the stem and how transpiration helps to suck up water. So to show this, we cut the stem diagonally to provide large surface area for color parts to pass through it, and that increase water uptake. So the answer should be A. Question number 12. Suppose you have potted growing seedling in your house and you want it to be straight, both it is shoot and root while it is growing. This can be achieved by, suppose ለምሳሌ ፖት ውስጥ ችግኝ ካቆምን በኋላ ቤት ውስጥ ስትሬት ሩቱም ወደ ኋላ እና ሹት ወደፊት እና ሩት ወደ ኋላ ስትሬት እንዲያድግ ከፈለግ ነው ይሄ ሊፈጸም የሚችለው በምንድን ነው? አቺቭድ ሊሆን የሚችለው በምንድን ነው ይላል። A, placing it in shady area near window inside the rotating instrument and water is from all side. Option B, placing it away from the window where there is a bright light and add water to all side and putting in a rotating instrument. C, adding water to all side of it and placing it in a window where there is adequate shade, putting it inside the rotating instrument. D, adding water to one side of it and placing it away from the window. There is a bright light. So the answer should be B, placing it away from the window where is light bright and adding water to all side and putting in a rotating instrument can achieve this growing to straight. Means that to make both shoot and root grow straight, you must eliminate directional stimuli. Means that no directional light means place away from the window, no directional gravity means use clonostat rotating instrument, no directional water gradient means water from all side. So this removes phototropism, geotropism and hydrotropism, causing straight growth for both shoot and root. And also looking correct choice, option A, shady window still gives directional light. Option C, adequate shade near window still gives directional light. Option D, watering one side creates hypotropism and bending toward the one side of the water. So the answer should be B. So we can look on biology grade 10 page 44. The effect of gravity horizontally placed seedling can be overcome by clonostat or rotating instrument, and also other phototropism away from the window, and also giving water all side can be overcome the hydrotropism. So the answer should be B. Question number 13. Which one of the following molecule is organic? ከመከተሉ ሞለኪውሎች ውስጥ ኦርጋኒክ የሆነው የትኛው ነው ይላል። A, enzymes, B, water, C, hydrogen sulfide, D, sodium chloride. So the answer should be A, enzymes. Means that enzymes are organic molecules because they are proteins made up of carbon-based amino acid. And also looking correct choice, option B, water is inorganic. Option C, hydrogen sulfide is inorganic. And also option D, sodium chloride is also inorganic. Means that option B, C, D are inorganic, whereas A is organic one. So the answer should be A. So we can look on biology grade 10 about organic compound and inorganic compound. Organic compound must contain carbon and also contain carbon and hydrogen. Sometimes it also contain nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur and phosphorus, whereas inorganic compound may contain carbon only, not both hydrogen and carbon. So organic compound contain only carbon or hydrogen, not containing both carbon and hydrogen. So the answer should be A. So we can look organic compound molecules, organic molecules that mainly include carbohydrate, lipid, proteins, and nucleic acid. So enzymes are proteins. So the answer should be A. So we can look on biology grade 11. Enzymes are protein molecules that act as a biological catalyst. So they are organic compound. Question number 14. Which one of the following nutrient is correctly matched with its primary role to the body? ከሚከተሉት ኒውትሪየንቶች ለሰውነታችን የሚሰጡ ስራቸው ጋር በትክክል የተዛመደው የትኛው ነው ይላል። ኤ ፕሮቲን ኢሚዲየት ኤነርጂ ሶርስ፣ ቢ ካርቦሃይድሬት ቡልድ ቦዲ፣ ሲ ኒውክሊክ አሲድ ማንቴን ቦዲ ቴምፕሬቸር፣ ዲ ሊፒድ ቦዲ ሂት ሪዘርቭ። So the answer should be D, lipid body heat reserve. Means that lipid store long-term energy and act as insulations, helping maintain body heat. And also looking correct choice, option A, protein are for growth and repair, not for energy, immediate energy. Option B, carbohydrate provide immediate energy, not body building. That is function of protein. Option C, nucleic acid store genetic information, not temperature control. So the answer should be D. So we can look the function of lipid. Lipid are service as store the energy. So the major they are the major fuels stored and major dietary lipid in the plant, oil and fat in animals. So they are important for reserving body heat. So the answer should be D. And also read the function of proteins. Proteins are to build the cell structure and also growth and also repair. Carbohydrate provide energy, vitamins, tissue repair, resistance to disease, strength the bone and the teeth, vitamin C and D respectively. And also read their deficiency. የእነሱ እጥረት ምን እንደሚያስከትልም በዚሁ አንብቡ። So the answer should be D. So nucleic acid is biological molecules that contain element oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. The nucleic acid are passing genetic trait from one generation to the next generation. And also read about the nucleic acid. And also read the difference between DNA and RNA, which are the two nucleic acid. Question number 15. Which one of the following statement is correct about phospholipid? It is ከሚከተሉት አረፍተ ነገሮች ውስጥ ስለ ፎስፎሊፒድ ትክክለኛ የሆነው የትኛው ነው ይላል። A, it is unique to human, animal and plant cell. B, it is a component of nucleic acid, hormones and enzymes. C, it is a structural component of cell membrane. D, it is a primary source of energy for most of organisms. So the answer should be C, it is structural component of cell membrane. Means that phospholipid form bilayer of cell membrane. It is functional structural framework of cell membrane. And also looking correct choice, option A, phospholipids are found in all living cells, not including bacteria, not specifically unique to animal, plant and humans. So it is also found in bacteria. Option B, they are not component of nucleic acid, hormone and enzymes. They are component of lipid. Option D, carbohydrate and lipid can store energy, but phospholipids do not primary source of energy. So the answer should be C. So we can look phospholipid. It is subsequent of lipid. So they are serve as structural component in cell membrane. Example, phospholipid, which is a precursor also for vitamin D synthesis, and also bile acid, hormones, and adrenal cortex such as cholesterol and aldosterone. So the answer should be C. Question number 16. The transport of gases and water through the cell membrane based on the concentration gradient is possible because of ጋሶችና ውሃ ሴል ሜምብሬን ውስጥ ትራንስፖርት የሚሆኑበት ኮንሰንትሬሽን ግሬዲየንት ላይ ዲፔንድ ሆኖ ይሄ የሚሆነው ምክንያቱ በምንድን ነው ይላል። A, diffusion and osmosis. B, carrier and channel protein. C, active transport. D, facilitated diffusion. So the answer should be A, through diffusion, because of diffusion and osmosis. Means that gas move across membrane by diffusion and the water moves by osmosis, both down concentration gradient. And also looking correct choice, option B, carrier or channel protein are used in facilitate diffusion, not a simple gradient flow. Option C, active transport move substance against concentration gradient using ATP. Option D, facilitated diffusion requires protein. Gas do not need protein, so the answer should be A. So we can look on biology grade 9, page 62 about diffusion. Diffusion is a movement of molecules from high concentration to low concentration, down concentration gradient. So diffusion is passive transport of molecules that need only spread themselves. Diffusion across the plasma membrane or cell membrane. The diffusion of gases and the solid is important for any activity of the cell. So for example, oxygen is important for respiration and get into the cell by diffusion. Osmosis is a special case of diffusion. Like other substance, water can also move passively through the cell membrane. It moves from the region of high concentration to low concentration, so the answer should be A. And also read the factor affecting rate of diffusion affect የሚያደርጉ ፋክተሮችን አንብቡ። በዚህ concentration gradient, transfer temperature, mass of molecules, distance traveled, surface area የሚባሉት rate of diffusion affect የሚያደርጉ ፋክተሮች ናቸው። ስለነኚህም አንብቡ። Question number 17. The process of taking in food to generate energy needed for the body different activity is ምግብ ኤነርጂውን ጀነሬት ለማድረግ ቴክ የምናደርገው ወይ የምንወስደው በዲፈረንት አክቲቪቲው ሂደት ምን ይባላል ይላል። A, excretion, B, absorption, C, nutrition, D, homeostasis. So the answer should be C, nutrition. Means that nutrition is the process of taking food and using it to generate energy for body activity. And also looking correct choice, option A. Excretion removes wastes, not food intake. Option B, absorption is uptake of digested nutrient, not taking in food. Option D, homeostasis maintain internal balance, not energy intake. So the answer should be C. So we can look on biology grade 9. Nutrition is the process of taking food and converting it into energy and other vital nutrients required for life. And also read about nutrient and two types of nutrient, micro and macronutrient, and also read about this. So the answer should be C. Question number 18. The general term used when an elementary school child gets sick because of shortage of enough amount of one particular nutrient is general term and ኤሌመንተሪ ትምህርት ቤት የሚማር ተማሪው በአንድ አይነት ምግብ እጥረት ኒውትሪየንት አይነት እጥረት የሚደርስበት ከሆነ በዚህ የሚመጣው በሽታ ምን ይባላል ይላል። A, degeneracy disease, B, hereditary disease, C, deficiency disease, D, infectious disease. So the answer should be C, deficiency disease. Means that deficiency disease occurs when a child lacks enough of particular nutrient, example vitamin A deficiency, or that can cause night blindness. And also you can correct choice, option A. Degeneracy disease are condition where affected tissue or organs progressively deteriorate over time, lead to loss of functional, not a nutritional term. Option B, hereditary disease are passed genetically, not caused by nutrient shortage. Option D, infectious disease are caused by pathogens, not a nutrient lack. So the answer should be C. So we can look on biology grade 9, page 112. Human body requires balanced diet for normal functioning of the body. If food intake of human inadequate in carbohydrate, protein, minerals, vitamins, it causes deficiency disease. So deficiency disease occurs when a person do not have enough amount of one or particular nutrient, suffering health problems such as a result of deficiency disease, like deficiency of protein cause kwashiorkor, deficiency of carbohydrate cause marasmus, deficiency of iron cause anemia, deficiency of vitamin D rickets, deficiency of vitamin C scurvy. So the answer should be C. Question number 90. A sick person who lost his appetite has lost much of his body weight. Which of the following more accurately explains this condition? አንድ ሰው ሲታመም ይህ ለምግብ ያለው ፍላጎት ይወርዳል። በዚህ ጊዜ የክብደቱም ይቀንሳል። ስለዚህ ከዚህ ኮንዲሽን ጋራ ተያይዞ ትክክለኛ የሆነ ይሄንን የሚገልጽ የትኛው ነው ላል A since there is no food intake his body muscle start to respire anaerobically. B due to shortage of nutrient the body is utilizing its fat and protein reserves. C the person could unable to heavy physical exercise to strengthen his muscles. D the person body is expending its nutrient for immune response to defend itself. So the answer should be B due to shortage of nutrient the body is utilizing its fat and protein reserve. So when the appetite is lost food intake is decreased, so the body begins to break down the stored fat and protein for energy, so this leads to weight loss. And also correct choice option A muscles do not start anaerobically respire due to lack of food. Option C exercise ability is related to appetite loss. Option D immune response use energy but not enough to cause major weight loss. So the answer should be B. Question number 20 which one of the following ecological levels include all the others? ከሚከተሉት ecological levels ሌሎችን የሚያጠቃልል የትኛው ነው ላል A biosphere, B community, C biome, D A biosphere, B biome, C B community, C biome, D ecosystem. So the answer should be A biosphere. Means that biosphere is the largest ecological levels containing all biomes, ecosystem, community, population and organisms on the earth. And also looking correct choice option B biome is smaller than biosphere. Option C community include all interacting population not ecosystem. Option D ecosystem include community and environment but still smaller than biosphere. So the answer should be A. So we can look on biology grade 9 page 143. The smallest one is individual or organism, then population, then community, then ecosystem, then biome, then biosphere. So biosphere include all the others ecological level. So the answer should be A. So as we said now, the first one is organisms or individuals, then population, then community, then ecosystem, then biome, then biosphere. So the answer should be A. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget like, subscribe, share, comment Aliyi Science YouTube channel. ይህንን ቪዲዮ ስላዳመጣችሁ እጅግ አድርገን ማመሰግናችሁ። ማርሳት የሌለባችሁ ነገር ምንድነው? ይህንን ቪዲዮ ላይክ ያላደረጋችሁ አሁኑኑ ላይክ በማድረግ እንደዛውም Aliyi Science YouTube channel ሰብስክራይብ ያላደረጋችሁ አሁኑኑ ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ Aliyi Science YouTube channel ቤተሰብ አሁኑ እንዳትረሱ። ቀጣይ ሌላ ቪዲዮ ቱቶሪያል ፓርት 2 ከ21 እስከ 40 ያሉትን ጥያቄዎች ይዤ እስኪመጣ ድረስ መልካም ጊዜ ይሁንላችሁ። If you have any question or suggestion or comment, please write under comment until I come back with tutorial part 2. Good time for you. Thank you. Welcome back again. Thank you. Welcome back again.